Okay. Matches. Everyone ever wonder how they work? Or why do they light up when you strike them? Well, you're about to find out. So buckle up for some explosive chemistry. Now, this match right here might seem very simple, but there's a ton of chemistry happening in here. So let's break it down. First, you understand what's on the matchstick right here. You might just think it's some wood, right? Well, yeah, but it's more than that. The head of the match contains some key chemicals: potassium chlorite, sulfur, phosphorus, and a few other compounds. When you strike a match, something very exciting happens: a chemical reaction. Okay, here's the deal. When you strike the match against a rough surface like the sandpaper, you're doing two things. Friction. That force causes the surface of the match to heat up. You're also mixing the chemicals in the match head with the oxygen in the air. See? The match was on fire. It's a little windy here. You get the gist. Like, see that? The match was on fire. Here's the real science kicks in. When the match head gets hot enough, potassium chloride, which is KCIO, by the way, breaks down. This releases oxygen. But that's not all. There's also phosphorus in the match head. And when it's exposed to heat, it reacts with oxygen to form phosphorus pentoxide. And boom, combustion begins. This is all the same stuff, and this is the same stuff that happens in the match. When those chemicals react, they release heat and light. What you see as a flame. So you've got the chemicals in the match providing the fuel, and the oxygen in the air help it burn. What's really cool is that when a match burns, it's not just a single chemical reaction, it's a series of reactions. The sulfur in the match burns, producing sulfur dioxide gas, and the wood itself also burns, giving off carbon dioxide and water vapor. But the reason the match burns so quickly is all about activation energy. That's the energy needed to get the reaction started. Friction gives the match just enough heat to spark everything off. Now when the match goes out, it's not the end of the story. What's happening is that the chemicals in the match head have all been used up in the reaction. There's no more fuel for the fire, and the flame dies. And that's combustion for you. So in summary, when you strike a match, you're creating friction that heats up the chemicals. This causes potassium chloride to break down and release oxygen. The phosphorus reacts with the oxygen, and the match catches fire. Simple, right? But it's a whole series of reactions to get that tiny flame burning. And without those specific chemicals, you wouldn't have fire like this. You want to have fire like this. Fuck. Is that on fire still? Alright, cool. It's not. I don't know where that match head went. Alright. Thank you very much for watching my presentation.